Alrighty, guys. For starters, good evening and all that good stuff. It's Alucane213 coming at you with another video. This one is different. Rest in peace to Etika. I really enjoyed his Smash Ultimate reaction video. That was how I started really paying attention to Etika. I had seen a couple of his Mario Kart videos. And I had enjoyed those too, actually, before the trailer. But before I go on a tangent on that, I just want to say once again, rest in peace, man. Mental health really isn't something to play with. So if you or anybody out there knows somebody who is dealing with a mental health issue, just wrap your arms around them and tell them that you love them as best as you can, or however you are able to express that joy to that person. Do that. Give them as much joy as you possibly can, because you don't know what they're thinking when you're not with them. And it's not easy, and I know in a lot of cases it's not something that you can generally just reach out and help somebody with. Look, I know it's a really touchy subject, but before we get derailed, there is a very disgusting bit of media that is, luckily, for the sake of the community and for the sake of respect for somebody that just lost their life, whether they took it themselves or some act of God took it or whatever. He's not here anymore to defend himself, verbally, physically, whatever. You gotta have respect for the dead, man. And this fucking moron, excuse me, but it's not like this page is monetized anyway, so this fucking moron, Mad Black Atheist, which is like, you know, the name alone would make you not want to watch any of his videos. And seeing as though he has this decrepit number of 1.7 thousand subscribers as opposed to the tens of thousands of followers that Etika has, you know, I really smell clout chasing. A lot of it too. So let's go on in and roll the ugliness. Also, once again, before we go in, I'm sorry, I'd really just want to say a big rest in peace to you, Etika. And this is out of respect for you, bro. I myself can't tolerate this shit. As somebody who went through depression himself, to even attempt to fight against it for a day is a nightmare. Rest in peace, bro.
This one short and sweet. I'll probably get a lot of hate for telling the truth. You know how YouTube is nowadays. You tell the truth, you either really disliked or you get demonetized or banned. All the people who are doing live streams and videos and all this and that, you know, these tributes to a guy who killed himself, and he killed himself over problems that he created, it's pathetic.
So, the first problem that I have with this video is that he starts off by saying that, you know, when you tell the truth on a YouTube video, you either get extremely disliked or demonetized. When me, as somebody who constantly goes on YouTube and is looking for like game reviews or how things work or tutorials like that, last I checked, facts are facts. So if you want to be a pompous dickhead like this gentleman right here and just spew out toxicity, yeah, you're going to get a avalanche of dislikes. And then another thing that pisses me off about that same statement is that he's basically taking shots at the fact that everybody knows that Google is manipulating how things are found and things like that, that's fine. But when you are referencing somebody's passing in a negative light, what the fuck do you expect to happen? It's not like you're saying, oh, Hitler died. No, this is somebody who was a part of a video game community, who brought joy to people, who played alongside some of the viewers that he had, who was a part of a bigger group of people and just bringing content to them. He was a vessel of news and a few of other things. Like, he didn't start doing the negative nonsense or whatever it is bullshit that you're saying that he brought upon himself until toward the end of his life. So as I'm recording this, it just baffles me that you're so proud of your arrogance, your stupidity, your vulgarity, and your toxicity. Like, what in the fuck? All right, well, let's keep going. Let's keep going. So, the problem that is constantly occurring with this man's stupidity. So, if anybody remembers, a couple of years ago, there was a kid with autism, got up, walked out of the classroom, nobody saw him. So, because this kid was coherent enough to get up and walk out of the classroom, is the kid at fault? Even though we know that there's something mentally wrong with him, is the kid at fault? Last I checked, not one speck of news tried to blame this kid. They blamed the schools, they blamed the teachers, they blamed the classmates that didn't say anything, whatever. They did not blame this kid. So you have the balls, you and your 5 chins, your fake ass fucking Killer Mike, to come out of your face and say that regardless of the fact that he was going through a depression, he was mentally going through it, he vented to the point where he was fighting back tears and, giving one last hurrah. Not even, excuse me, that's a very flagrant use of the word. So, giving one last apology, because that's exactly what it was. It was an apology video, and to some it came off as a suicide letter. You feel that because he was able to do that, that he should have been coherent enough to not do what he did. So, let me just start by saying, you clearly just started creating content. And you clearly just got to the point where you can monetize yourself. But after spewing this toxic garbage, I'm pretty sure you're going to get reported to oblivion. My point is this: you have no idea what it takes when you have an actual platform, not this little sad ass cult following of angry, morons like yourself. When you have an actual platform and an actual audience of tens of thousands of people that you have to entertain constantly, you get a lot of people who try to talk to you as if you're a puppet on a string, that try to demand the kind of content that comes out of the channel and all sorts of other crap, what have you, just because they donated so much of $1 to your channel. And to some people who do this to pay their rent and for a living, you of all people should know Well, you probably clearly don't do this for a living. So you probably don't know, which is why you're making this ignorant, arrogant shit and spewing it out to the world. It takes a toll on you. All of a sudden, you feel like everything you put out, every piece of content that you do is either not good enough or it's going to piss somebody off, especially the way that YouTube actually is working now, which is what you stated in the beginning of this video. It's not if you say the truth, as you put it, because in this situation, you're digging your own grave, bro, and serves you right for spitting on etikas. So let's continue, even though there's really no point to keep going, but let's continue to the end of this shit.
Who knew what he was doing? This is the ultimate publicity stunt. And, you know, the only payoff is that he didn't get to see the other side of it. I don't care. I really don't. And I know people are going to be mad at me, this, that, and the other. But as far as I'm concerned, he acted stupid on the internet. And then this was the ultimate act of stupidity.
So what kills me about what he just said, for the umpteenth time, is that he doesn't care. Yet he sat here and made a video about it. He made a video about it. Like, this obviously has to be the most important thing in the world to him if he's going to fucking sit there and, you know, spit on somebody's grave and throw dirt on it on one of the same exact platforms where Etika is most known for. Like, don't con the con man, bro. This is what pathetic actually looks like at its finest. Right here in this gentleman's video. This mad black atheist.
What they always say, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. This guy absolutely did this all to himself, and anybody who's running around feeling sorry for him or doing tribute streams to get views or whatever is pretty screwed up.
So, now, after basically saying some incredibly vulgar shit about somebody's life and how stupid it was and this and that and the third, I'm sorry, it's just hard to wrap your brain around so much stupid shit. And then what kills me, your name is Mad Black Atheist, but you have a picture of an angel and the Grim Reaper as the thumbnail for this video. You are a walking contradiction, my friend. I'm just going to let that soak in for 5 seconds. This guy's a stupid motherfucker.
I'm not gonna take more time on this bum than I have to. You know, in the words of Stink Meaner, fuck him. He dead. I'm alive.
Trust me, bro. You may be alive, but your channel is about to fail. Well, this is probably one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Somebody blatantly went on YouTube just to end their career because they're a toxic and hateful piece of shit. Respect to you, brother. I've never seen somebody who hated themselves more than you, the Mad Black Atheist. All right, so we're going to just leave that off, you know. Mad Black Atheist. Well, I'm sorry that you guys had to sit through that in a much lengthier version than what I did. But, yeah, no. If we can, can we please cancel the mad black atheist? I don't play with mental health, and I don't play with death. You can't defend yourself once you're in the grave. Don't speak ill about someone who's not here anymore. Gotta watch your shit, man. Well, it's King Guitar signing off. Peace, guys. And again, rest in peace to you, Etika.